Oh, aha. Suddenly, it seems to be fixed. It seems to be fixed now, but it seems to be peaking. Is that a little bit better? Seems to be sounding extremely loud. Will this be extremely loud if I continue to speak like this? Performing a test as we speak. Will this be extremely loud if I continue to speak like this? That was indeed extremely loud. How about this? Suddenly my microphone is too powerful. Will this be extremely loud? Okay, time to give it a little test. Is this the appropriate volume even though I am shooting right now? Well, I actually have to record a little bit of audio in order to be able to do this. Well, that was a little bit dumb. I need to start shooting. Okay, now I am recording the audio. This way I can test if my voice is overlapping with the gunshots too high. Professional streamer behavior here. Lucky for me. Not there yet. Okay, now I am recording the audio. This way I can test if my voice is overlapping with the gunshots too high. My voice was in fact overlapping with the gunshots. Holy hell. I don't feel like I'm speaking exceptionally louder than before. Is that better? This is the kind of test that I should have done before, but I mean the microphone was working before last time, so this might have been an OBS update at work. One more gun test. Testing while shooting the gun, testing while shooting the gun. Testing while shooting the gun, testing while shooting the gun. Testing while shooting the gun, testing while shooting the gun. Well, now it would seem that the game audio is way too low. Pretty sure I did lower the audio settings. Game option, system. A little bit better. I feel like it's the same volume for me because I am using headphones. So the volume is lower for me. Is this a reasonable volume? Like, damn, that's loud. That was in fact not a reasonable. Oh, but now I am doubled. That was in fact not a reasonable volume. Time to go a little bit higher. Now shooting, now speaking. Maybe I have way too much gain. Now I can have proper conversations about me talking about random superheroes or about a selection of movies that I might have seen recently. Have I seen more than one movie recently? Not quite. Have I seen more than one movie recently? 15 minutes in, I'm still dealing with audio issues. Is this any better? Does that even affect? Did that even affect anything? There's only one way to tell. By me shooting random stuff. I'm gonna be burning through 100 rounds of this, and now the audio is doubling up. Goddamn. Well, that definitely got in the way of my test. This is what I call it, shooting a gun while speaking. Okay, I think I finally got in the audio to be decent. It should be roughly the same now between my voice and the game itself. There. Okay. This game knows how to get to me. Just open the door. Oh my fucking... They really get me so easily. I forget that I can actually sprint in this game, and that's probably the reason why the imps are constantly hitting me. Forget I can strafe at high speeds. God damn, I can never dodge that attack.
Solutions that will soon pay off for the UAC, its investors, and indeed the entire. Mars itself is our chief ally, and the key to our solution. Look around at its vast red deserts, rich
By dramatic solutions, they mean literal portals to hell.
separated into subatomic particles, the elemental phase deconstructor allows us to transform red Martian soil into clean air, fresh water, and hydrogen fuel, the building blocks for a sustainable, friendly Martian environment. And this is only the beginning. With continued research, we envision creating ever more complex molecules, even organic matter itself. Atom by atom, the UAC is building an ever brighter future for humankind.
The technology that they are displaying to be in this world is actually pretty crazy. Why the heck? Are you actually getting the desktop audio? God damn. How do I... Okay, I think this has to happen here. Okay. Is the audio gonna get absolutely destroyed now? Yeah, it's gonna get absolutely destroyed. I might have been picking up not the audio from the screen, but the audio from my message. That is absolutely picking from the how does this work? I got a recording right now, even though I'm technically still recording. Okay, now the audio is way lower and I'm also speaking, but this thing is actually picking up the audio and it's still picking every time I shoot this run. But I think this is a quirk of the game. The game is just loud.
Fresh sources for metals.
Okay, now am I still
Food, water.
picking now?
To meet that need, UAC researchers have developed dramatic solutions. Solutions that will soon pay off for the UAC, its investors, and indeed the
I can
entire
see
human
myself
race.
being cut off by the noise compression, so I guess I do sound weird because I'm, is that picking the mic in a way?
Rich in naturally occurring iron oxides. They are the raw materials of our future. We have developed a
How do I
process
shut
that
myself up a
destabilizes
little
the
bit?
atomic structure.
Is that better? That should be better. Is that better?
Which are then siphoned off.
This is what the people who do all the mixing will be going through all day.
Allows us to transform red
Absolutely
Martian
freaking
soil
crazy.
into clean air, fresh water, and hydrogen fuel. The building blocks for a sustainable.
Okay, now I'm too low. Okay, this should allow me to get a little bit on the higher, but not too high. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? Maybe it's just that combining me doing anything with gunshots from the game is not the best, but I'm gonna be talking while shooting stuff, so I guess I do gotta make it reasonable. Recording myself, shooting random stuff, and then ending the recording. This is the kind of stuff that I have done before for the the original Doom game. Why did I never do this outside of stream? I don't know, I just figured the audio was working a bit better. recording myself to the random stuff and then rendering the recording. This is the kind of stuff that I have done before. For that 3 is very random game. Why did I never do this outside of stream? I don't know, I just figured the audio was working a bit better. Just a little bit lower on the game audio, and I'm just gonna assume it is acceptable. Alright, that was almost nice. I don't think I want to touch that. If I get anywhere close to that, I feel like I am going to die. Ooh. Nice, the grenade actually performed its job. PDA got everything.
Audio log for Kyle Berger, research supervisor for the computing project. The elemental phase deconstructor is fully operational, and the research data we have gathered so far is very impressive. Unfortunately, we had a terrible accident last week. Research assistant Patterson was calibrating one of the core emitters in the chamber, and witnesses say he appeared to see something. It was almost like something was talking to him, and he backfired. It was not a pretty sight, as it took off the backside of his head. He lived a few minutes, although I'm not sure you can consider that living. But they say his eyes rolled back and forth, and he was trying to talk, although after losing that much brain matter, I'm sure it was his reflex actions. Anyway, due to this, I have enacted new safety protocols in the lab, and we have stocked one of the storage cabinets with emergency medical supplies. The code for the cabinet is 752. End of order.
Nice. Emergency supplies, because people are putting their faith into the Great Hadron Collider here. I have a shotgun, try me, you son of a bitch. And behavior like mine, it's exactly why people on this station are getting killed and dying in horrific experiments. Because supernatural shit. Oh my fuck. Because supernatural shit starts to happen, I got immediately creeped out. Supernatural shit starts to happen, and the people's reaction is, I got a shotgun, try me. And that never ends well for the people around the one with the shotgun.
Warning. EPD laser active.
Really, dude? You shoot me twice and then you're like, ah, he shoots back. I'm not gonna do any of that. Bastard's gone. Damn, that dude really just tanked a shotgun blast to the chest. To be fair, I just did tank his machine gun fire to the chest too. Interesting. I do still have notes though.
This is the audio log of Director William Banks, dated October 20th.
I kinda get in the way of the audio logs.
It has come to my attention that we have an alarming number of missing personnel throughout the base.
That thing is
My office has
100%
received
gonna
4
open.
additional reports from Delta in the last week alone, mentioning that personnel are not reporting for work, that calls to their quarters have gone unanswered. My office has sent the names of those personnel to Mars Security, and they've promised to initiate an investigation. But
Where you at,
this
you son of a bitch?
news is very disturbing, especially at a time when we have so many people in the infirmary suffering from sudden cases of schizophrenia and other psychological disorders. I hope there is no connection between those cases and these reports of missing personnel.
We got people with schizophrenia attacks and people not.
This is the audio log of Director William Banks, dated October 5th, 2145. It has been brought to my attention by environmental services that the recent power grid changes have caused many non-critical systems to malfunction. The report explains that this is due to either intermittent power outages
This
or
is
lower
not where I
than optimal
arrived
voltage
into, but it's
input.
where I
It
must
also
go.
says that sufficient power distribution to all non-critical systems is becoming more difficult to maintain, thanks to Dr. Vitruger and his so-called optimizations to the energy stores in and around the facility. I assured the director of ES that I would file a report with central authority over this.
I'm cornering myself. Filing reports. Can't hear you, bastard.
Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
They have a computer that can seal gas leaks and they just let the gas leaks go on. I guess it might have been less obvious than that. It was probably like manually cutting off the flow or something. Superior Marinus. So I take it the door is gonna be closed, like that looks like an obvious extra area that I can explore. Yeah, I feel inclined to not go in here. You cannot be allowed to exist. Well, I did got more data.
Audio log for Jack Smith, benefits analyst in HR 1024-2145. I just went through another batch of accident reports from the science team. We've had 5 more people hurt this week.
In recent work-related accident, the Alpha Labs, we feel it is necessary to implement body system where routine maintenance being performed. Some of the heavy equipment, we feel this should cut down some claims being filed by the department.
States that he unplugged it and had the safety key in his pocket. It managed to activate without an apparent power source and shredded his arm up to the elbow before someone got him out. It's been reported that the machine is still running and we can't shut it down. The cost on that incident alone is enough to raise the red flag, but this is just one in a pile. We're going to overrun our budget on benefits payout this quarter. And while it's not my department, I have to assume that the new equipment budget is going to be blown out as well because, according to these reports, the equipment's breaking down on a daily basis. Please mark this for review at corporate. End of log.
This facility has been getting hella awful for a bit now. What the hell? I took way more damage than I needed to. Because I cornered myself extremely quickly. Do we have any idea why that fire is going on? I guess just saying hell is a valid answer at this point. I mean, that little bit with the corpse just screaming while attached to the floor, I feel like that's That's a little bit of that special sauce that Doom 3 has. Show up, you son of a bitch. Oh, this is the other room, isn't it? I think I've seen this one. He came looking for me, but I am no longer there. Goes on him. Oh, that was progress. What the hell? Oh, okay. Whoa. Jump scare, my man. Oh fuck, it's throwing explosive barrels at me. Shit. This is some of the weakest grenade throwing I've ever seen. That's gonna open. I'm not sure what all those backing up files actually do. Ah, get over, wait! I can hear my own heartbeat. Heartbeat? hell? I'm getting a bit better at dodging them, I think. There is a security door. Getting a bit on that demonic possession is kinda nice. I mean, of course it kinda sucks to get demonic possessed. But I did question a while ago, like, why is the Doom guy like, what the fuck are you? Yes, what the fuck are you is the entire sentence. It's acceptable. I can also listen to him at the other side of the door. Well, that instant creepiness actually works. Made me look up, certainly.
Safer worlds for everyone. For centuries, people on Earth have waged war over two things vital to human existence: fuel and water. As part of its ongoing commitment
what I
to
got.
create safer worlds for
Something
everyone, the
retro
UAC recently unveiled its development of the Hydrocon. Though still in its prototype stages, the Hydrocon will, in one dramatic move, forever end all shortages of water and fuel. By splitting iron oxide molecules, the Hydrocon produces oxygen and...
Well, we already saw the video. It's the one on the screen. Oh my god.
Startled me. Man, am I ever glad to see you. I thought it was all alone. It's been freaking spooky lately. The Hydrocon's blown a few circuits and is unstable.
Oh shit.
Be careful of that gun. A stray bullet into the glass shields could blow the whole area. I'm gonna try and get this thing stabilized. I'll head to the science office when I have this under control. If I don't get the Hydrocon operating within acceptable levels, it could blow.
This man. Surrounded by demons. Still working on the Hydrocon. Real hero of this story. Follow the boat and I head over to Mars City tonight after the ship for some beers. You always are welcome to go along with us, buddy. I will see you there. Aside from holes in the oxygen, displacement valve is forming a leak due to the lower temperature required to boost production in the Hydrocon labs. If those holes were ruptured, it would cause severe instability to the Hydrocon systems and result in very dangerous situation. It should really be praised. Time to locate Bravo Alpha access elevator. That did not. What the hell? Damn! These shotguns pack a punch. Now I understand, can sometimes you can one-shot a demon with these things. The UAC plays exactly 0 games. Excessive force is not a concept for these guys. I almost got hit with that classic leap attack. Is this the Area 19 elevator?
Safer worlds for everyone. For centuries. Worlds are things vital to human existence. Fuel.
What the? I fucking knew it!
Recently unveiled
I fucking knew it.
the Hydra. Though still in its prototype stages, the Hydra
It's the fucking modus operandi. I knew it.
never end all shortages of water and fuel. By splitting iron oxide molecules, the Hydrocon produces oxygen and hydrogen cheaply and
Maybe I want none of that. I guess this guy actually tried to hide in there. Ah, fucking hell. Should have kept. Oh, how long am I gonna have to save? I immediately run to a place to try to not get cornered, and I immediately get myself cornered. This is why there are so many dead Marines here. This cannot be serious. Holy fuck. How did that not kill him? It's over. So over. Damn, I was like, I hear you, I know there's one of those bastards with a machine gun coming for me. He actually weren't.
We have developed a process that destabilizes the atomic structure of pulverized iron oxide. and separates it into subatomic particles, which are then siphoned off the stream anywhere. The constructor allows us to transform red Martian soil into fresh water and hydrogen fuel, the building blocks for society.
It is the same code. I know how to deal with this. Now we know health. I need to click on this so it's gone. Damn, this one is getting ruptured.
Warning. EPD laser active.
Ah man, that's what you get. I'm pretty sure there is at least one in here. Ooh. I am missing one bastard. Can't hear you, you son of a bitch, I know you're there.
Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
Them fucking ghosts be waiting for me.
Audio log for Jack Smith, benefits analyst in HR 1024-2145. I just went through another batch of accident
Damn.
reports from the science team. We've had 5 more people hurt this week, while one the most serious incident was one John Hughes, whose hand was extruded. He was performing maintenance and states that he unplugged it and
What the heck?
his arm up to the elbow before someone got him out. It's reported that the machine is still running and we can't shut it down. The cost on that incident alone is a red flag, but this is the one in a pile. We're going to overrun our budget on benefits payout this quarter. And while it's not my department, I have to assume that the new equipment budget is going to be blown out as well because, according to these reports, the equipment's breaking down on a daily basis. Please mark this for review at corporate. End of log.
They really just... Like, what is this room? This is the demon holding room, where you hold your demons. That's the famous closet where the skeletons are hidden. Alright, let's go. What happens when you don't corner yourself? Isn't this a very symbolic, quite a learning experience, like motivational video game, you know? It gets way easier when you face your fears and blast them with a shotgun in the face. Instead of running away from them, you know. It's like a real quick life lesson. When you see your problems crouching around you, instead of letting them surround you and beat you up, run at them first. Shoot them with a shotgun. Works every time. Although I guess technically just now. knowledge is most certainly power. I can feel the devil pulling up. You cannot possess me, I have the power of gun. Sometimes I feel like this shotgun is not a close quarters gun. It's like a taser. High level taser. I touch them with the tip of the shotgun and they die. I'm afraid I had knowledge. Where are you? Ooh.
Oh, he startled me. Man, am I ever glad to see you. I thought I was all alone. It's been freaking spooky lately. The hydrogun's blown a few circuits and is unstable. Be careful of that gun. A stray bullet into the glass shields could blow the whole area. I'm gonna try and get this thing stabilized. I'll head to the science office when I have this under control.
Man, you're trying to keep it chill, and there was a literal demon on your basement a moment ago.
safer worlds for everyone. On Earth waged war over two things vital to humans. Safer worlds for everyone. The UAC recently unveiled its development of the Hydra. Those theories the Hydra
I don't think I'm coming back.
produces oxygen and hydrogen cheaply and safely without the need for large amounts of electricity. The hydrogen is then used for hydrogen fuel.
I mean, it already killed me once, might as well save. Remember, Connor always disintegrated his corpses. It's a little bit ominous. Are you serious? I really just got into the last bit of the level and that's where I died.
Here at the UAC, we make Earth a better place.
No, super trucky puncher. It feels redundant, but might as well. Hello. I thought it would let me go in there. Oh. A positively possessed bathroom. My god. Was that the sound of a bedroom? You acting like I did not hear the possession portal demon sound.
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. If you can hear me, I'm not far. Please help me. I've locked myself in storage room C4. Please, if anyone can hear me, please help me.
C4. Man, do I have bad news for you. I'm so good I managed to run away from the fireball and then throw myself into... Yo! Hello? Hello? Not that easy. It's not that easy, you bastard. I shoot all the corpses. Because I knew. Hey, that's me. What secrets have you revealed to me?
Audio report regarding the disrespectful treatment of new research staff.
Online
September
gamer.
14th,
The quest for the child
As you know,
of sanguine
I have
drug
gone to
begins
considerable
now.
effort to recruit my staff researchers for Alpha Labs. Finding team members with the qualifications, let alone the willingness to come to Mars, has not been a trivial task.
Draco Wizard
You know
today.
this already.
29 credits a month.
But it is necessary that I emphasize why their complaints must be taken seriously. We won't be able to keep our people or recruit new researchers if the harassment continues. No, harassment is exactly the right word. I'm routinely getting reports of UAC security asking inappropriate questions and submitting my staff to unnecessary background checks. I must insist that we be allowed to keep our personal lives private and be left to complete our assignments without further delays. If there is some kind of security threat, I suggest that UAC security look more deeply into their own staff. This is Andrew Chin, end.
409. 409 is the code. People are being harassed. Classic UAC. This man is getting email to play Draco Wizard, and they did not invite him to the TTRPG games. That's fucked, man. You lend them your D8 and they do not share their adventure with you. I can see you. Oh shit.
Union Aerospace has been at the forefront of not only developing new technologies, but pushing those developments to even more daring specialist teams ask the big question: can we devise a way to store and deliver that to make the dream of deep space research a reality? The answer is
Marines, Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head through engineering and try to link up with them in Sector 3.
I knew it. I did not trust for a second that demon was gonna be the only thing. Are we finally getting the plasma one?
Since the dawn of the space age, Union Aerospace has been at the forefront of not only developing new technology, but pushing those developments to even more daring extremes. With an abundant production of hydrogen fuel, thanks to the Hydrocon, the specialist teams asked the big question: can we devise a way to store and deliver that fuel to make the dream of deep space research a reality? The answer has been a resounding yes. Under the direction of Dr. Malcolm Betruger, key UAC scientists have made startling new discoveries in the fields of quantum physics. And with them, they have been able to use the actual space between electrons and protons in a molecule as a storage medium for fuel in our interplanetary antimatter drives. Now, fuel that would once take up half the payload of an interplanetary ship only occupies a fraction of that space. You are looking at the Molecular Fuel Storage Compactor. The MFS compressor is yet another UAC marvel that brings the dream of reaching and colonizing the most distant planets closer to a reality. The UAC has long made safer worlds for everyone, and now they will bring those worlds even closer than you could ever imagine.
If only those worlds were not literal hell. Hell no, dog, I'm not doing that from the beginning. What the? Might as well kill myself. Ah, the glass thing seems to have been fixed. I still have no idea how though. Kinda fixed itself, not gonna lie.
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. If you can hear me, I'm not far. Please help me. I've locked myself in storage. You can hear me. Please help me.
Locking himself in the storage facility. Wouldn't be me. I die sooner. It must be absolutely supernatural to see this random marine just doming everything and everyone. Damn, dude. Why you leaving me out here?
Thanks to the hydrocon, the specialist teams asked the big question.
Marine, Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head through engineering and try to link up with them in Sector 3.
Audio report regarding the disrespectful treatment of new research staff. September 14th, 2145. As you know, I have gone to considerable
Don't remember to get my
effort
A-side
with my
advice.
staff researchers for
Should never have lent him in the first place when you
finding
invited me
team
to play.
members with the qualifications, let alone the willingness to come to Mars, has not been a trivial task. You know this already. But it is necessary that I emphasize why the complaints must be taken seriously. We won't be able to keep our people or recruit new researchers if the harassment continues. No, harassment is exactly the right word. I'm routinely getting reports of UAC security asking inappropriate questions and submitting my staff to unnecessary background. I must insist that we be allowed to keep our personal lives private and be left to complete our assignments without further hindrance. If there is some kind of security threat, I suggest that UAC security look more deeply into their own staff. This is Andrew Chin, and
Alright. Where to literal demon spawn?
Don't shoot. I can help you. The lights are all out. I'll lead you through here if you can get me off this base.
Man, you're gonna die so bad.
Electromagnetic pulses have knocked out the electrical systems in this area. Watch out. A big one could knock out our lights. There's one. What was that? Stay close. Kill it! That was close. Come on, I can't wait. Don't let it get me! Thank God it's dead.
Man, you're really bad at this lighting my way thing.
Hang on, here comes another. That was close. Oh God, don't let it get me! Oh, thank God it's dead. There's the exit.
Damn, man, you were so close. I never found the dude who dropped himself in a locker. The fuck am I looking? There are spiders here. By the way, here's a short tunnel you gotta walk through. Oh, what the fuck? They gave those spiders way too much HP. Yeah, does the ladder feel like showing up now? Fuck. Well. What the fuck is shooting me? How did I not see that old ass imp climbing down the roof? This is a new enemy type I am not happy to encounter. I mean, is anyone happy to encounter enemies? Alright. I think this has been a reasonable amount of progress. On one hand, I kind of want to continue because, you know, gotta make it count. On the other, I'm getting spidered up in the dark right now. Sadly, having to rerun half of the previous levels kinda took away a little bit from it, but I gotta make myself some food. So I will be leaving it here. Sorry about the audio issues at the beginning, but now it is fixed, and if it's... yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it is fixed. And I will be able to modify it further if further streams seem to have any kind of issue. Otherwise, I shall be seeing you probably Thursday. What day is today? Monday? Yeah, probably Thursday. I do not know if it will be Doom 3. I've been looking forward to trying some other stuff. I would like to try the Forever Winter again. I'm gonna just make some test runs to see if it's just glitching out when I'm recording or if it's a thing on the game itself. I don't think an update has showed up about that situation, but I mean, Doom seemed to have fixed itself with the graphical issues on the windows that were extremely glowy. And just closing it and opening it again seems to have fixed that. So maybe it might have been a smaller issue like that. On the other hand, it might be Doom 3. It might be a completely different game. I just saw one that caught my attention that is on a completely different style. Nothing super creepy, nothing super sinister, nothing blasphemy, god-killing game. This just seemed like a nice action game. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I guess hell doesn't take it kindly to people standing idling by. Well, bad for them, I didn't fucking ask. I'm making my outro. And I made my outro looking at this door because I knew I could not trust these fuckers. Alright. Quite the enjoyable outro. Some new added variety. We get shot mid-speech. You know, that's a real streamer experience. I'm talking a little bit. Stuff tries to murder me. Nice conversation. Appreciate it. Emergent entertainment. Alright. We'll be testing. We'll be playing something. Might be Doom, might not be. Thursday, probably. We'll make a stream room. We'll make the stream room early as usual. Until then, I shall see you next time. Remember to drink your water, breathe your air, and to not eat dirt. Until then, we shall see each other. How many times am I gonna say until then? I'm gonna... yeah, over around the 6th one. Have a good one.